You're listening to Zap Night, a video game review podcast, with your hosts, Danny and Kaylie. Hey guys, and welcome to episode 26 for Zap Night. I'm your host, Danny, and Kaylie is not here today.
Aww.
Instead, we have Lori back on the podcast. Welcome back, Lori. We are not reviewing Final Fantasy III because Kaylie still hasn't finished it. So she has been sent home to finish Final Fantasy III, and instead we are going to be reviewing Yoshi's Woolly World.
Yeah.
And I'm super excited, actually. I'm glad that we finally sat down and finished this game. We've been just kind of playing it on and off on the side since it came out in 2015.
15?
Yeah, 15. So 3 years of on and off gameplay for this.
There's no way.
Yeah?
There's no way.
October 2015 is when this game came out.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I remember we had just bought our house here, and we were playing it with the fireplace going.
Yep. Yeah, I know.
In the winter.
I don't know, it was one of those games that we wanted to pick up right away because it looked really cute, and, you know, there's not a ton of games for the WiiU that, you know, we wanted to pick up right away, but this was totally one of them. So Yoshi's Woolly World is developed by Good Feel, which I assume is a Nintendo company, but obviously it was it was published by Nintendo.
Did you want to go over some announcements first?
Oh, shit.
Just cut that part out.
Yep. Especially the cursing under my breath. All right. So before we get into the review, I kind of wanted to go over a few things just about the podcast in general. Obviously, we're not reviewing Final Fantasy III this month, but we are going to review it next month. However, as a special little bonus for this month, we are going to do an event that we're calling 30 Games for 30 Days. So basically, we are going to play one PS2 game starting today, May 1st, and it's going to go on through May 30th, and we're going to have you guys help us pick one of two games each day.
Yes.
So check our Facebook account.
And that'll be me and you.
Right, yeah, that'll be me and you playing. So if you like Lori and you want some more Lori, definitely check that out. We are going to be streaming these games, and we will be giving you guys the option to vote for which game you want to see us play. So if you go over to our Facebook page, obviously like our Facebook page so you can follow what we got going on, and every day you guys can help us choose what games that we stream for the following, or for the
next day. Yes.
So along with that, I wanted to also have you guys check out our YouTube channel. We don't have an actual URL for our YouTube channel, but I really want to have one. And we have to have 100 subscribers in order for that to happen. So if you guys go over to our YouTube channel, just search Zap Night in YouTube, and our channel will pop up. Go there, subscribe, and all of our videos that we stream, all of our Thrift Shop Game reviews are there. All of our podcast episodes are there. So subscribe to that, and you can also help you keep up to date with what we got going on. So that would help us out a lot, and everybody wins. So let's talk about Yoshi's Woolly World.
Yay!
So it was developed by Good Feel, which might be a Nintendo company, I don't know for sure, but it was obviously published by Nintendo. It was published for the WiiU, though they did make some sort of port for the 3DS. I don't know if it was just an exclusive, like with the dog, or if that's a separate game.
I think it's a different game.
But I don't know. The wiki said something about it being on the 3DS. I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah, with Poochie.
Yeah, Poochie. It was released in July of 2015 over in Japan, and then the US and the NTSC regions got it in October 2015. Did I say 5 the first time?
No.
Anyway. So, the story revolves around Yoshi and Yoshi's Island. Yoshi's Island in this game is called Creative Island, I believe. And it starts out with the wizard Koopa. His name is Comic? I don't know, something like that. And he turns all of the Yoshis, he unravels all of the Yoshis to collect their wool to take back to Baby Bowser. And 2 Yoshis hide on Yoshi's Island to escape being unraveled, and they chase after Baby Bowser throughout all 6 levels, or 6 worlds.
Do they chase after Baby Bowser or the other?
Oh no, yeah, you're right. The Koopa, yep. The wizard Koopa guy.
Yeah.
So yeah, the wizard Koopa guy transforms all the Yoshis on Yoshi's Island to unraveled yarn.
Yep.
And then as he is being chased, he drops a bunch of yarn in each world, so the remaining Yoshis that are left have to go back and collect the yarn in each level and
stitch together the
Yoshis back together and get their friends back. So the Yoshis follow the wizard Koopa all the way back to Baby Bowser's castle, where we find out that Baby Bowser is wanting to have all of the yarn in the world to make his castle bigger, to expand his castle. And so the Yoshis team up and take Baby Bowser down, and Baby Bowser and the wizard Koopa fly off and crash land on the moon. And the end. That's our story.
Nice.
So, it's kind of tough for some of these games that, they don't put a whole lot of story in there, but it's pretty traditional for a Mario game to have a story and to have some sort of reason for being where you're at and doing what you're doing. So, I kind of liked that aspect of it. It was okay. What did you think of the story, Lori?
Like my score?
Sure, you can tell me your score. Absolutely.
I gave it a 3.
Wah wah.
Overall it's cute. Like, the concept is cute, but yeah, it's just a basic Mario story.
Yeah, it really is. I gave it a 6. And it's definitely high compared to yours. My only defense really is that there was story. It was there.
That's why I didn't give it a 0.
It was, followable, at least.
No, there was just like an opening and an ending.
Well,
There's
there
nothing
was
really in between.
But there was also the bosses where, you kind of see the wizard Koopa kind of going around and activating all the bosses, and I don't know. It's fine. Yeah, really the biggest downfall is that it's just a basic story. That's the biggest thing.
Mario story.
Yeah. Somebody gets kidnapped or transformed into something,
and you have
then
to travel
you have
through all the worlds.
All the
to
worlds.
the end to rescue the princess.
With the Bowser fight at the end. Yep.
However, this game is so cute.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So let's talk about the graphics. I give it a 10 out of 10 for the graphics.
Me too.
It's so much more than just the yarn.
It looks so good.
It does. The yarn looks believable.
Yeah.
I legitimately feel like I could take a picture at any point in this game and frame it, and it would look like I set up a little stage in my house and made yarn and, used foam and all the the spools and
all the details.
yes,
the fabric and the knits and the Velcro.
Yeah, the Velcro.
And the sequence in the lava and the water to make it sparkly.
It's just so well thought out all the way through. From beginning to end, this game looks like you legitimately can make any scene in this game out of stuff that you have at the craft store. Yeah. Easy. I mean, you might have to have a little bit of skill on knitting wool, but, you know, or yarn. But yeah, I mean, it's really, really well done.
There's so many things.
There is. Every little detail of this game was just thought out, and the way that, you know, even the loading screens had texture in the fabric of the background. Just so many details that it's just unbelievable.
At the end, the score screens, they have like the little like things in your jeans, like the little, I don't know what they're called.
Those like little button clamps.
But they're not buttons.
Yeah.
They have those like in the corner to hold the jean thing up there. And,
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And some of the enemies spit buttons out.
Buttons.
Not like bolts.
The shy guys that have the crochet hooks as their their weapons.
They have different spools of like the spool, like wooden little spool things that you can jump on for platforms. They have pin cushions that you can use for platforms. Oh man. It's worth playing this game, or at least watching a little bit of a playthrough just to see
how they put it together.
Yeah.
How they added all these elements into making these worlds.
It's so crazy. It looks so good. Even down to the detail of the yarn itself has like little fibers, like the Yoshis have like little fibers on their nose that they look fuzzy, mm-hmm. You know, they look knitted, like you could reach in and grab them. It's crazy. It's just so exciting. It was worth playing the game for that aspect alone. So gameplay.
Wait, we didn't say the bad. Did you not have anything bad?
I didn't have anything bad to say.
Really?
Yeah, I had nothing bad to say.
Okay, my only bad thing was I didn't get the gems. All the gems that you collect, like...
Oh yeah, there was no...
I thought that those could have been buttons or something a little more...
creative.
Yeah. Just, I didn't like the gems. That's what I...
They're the bedazzled gems for your phone. For your pants.
That's a stretch. It would have been cool if they made them like beads.
Yeah. That would have been nice. I think, though, that they maybe they just wanted them to stand out a little better than just a background item. I don't know. But yeah, they totally could have integrated it better into the world. Fair. I give it a 9. No, I'm just kidding.
It's still a 10.
It's still worth a 10, absolutely. So, gameplay, I gave it an 8. What'd you give it for gameplay?
A 7.
7? Overall, it was fun. I really enjoyed playing. There was a lot of different levels. Everything was very unique. Enemies were unique in each world.
Even like the dynamics of the worlds. And
yeah.
Even the levels. Like, there was always something different.
Yeah, there was very few things that they reused. Like the Velcro stage.
Yeah. I love the Velcro one.
They didn't reuse that Velcro. It was like that one stage and that's it. And if you can't just pick up this game and play that Velcro stage, you have to get to the very last world to play that Velcro stage. But that Velcro stage is probably the best.
I agree. It was probably my favorite.
Between I
liked the spider web one.
Yeah,
too.
I liked that one. I really liked the mansion one too, the ghost one. It was challenging, but it was just neat. It looked, it was fun.
I kind of liked the ice worlds too, the ice levels, because like the way it looked kind of like leather, like shimmery leather.
Oh yeah,
and his little ice skates.
Yeah, he transformed that's what was going back to graphics again. That's what was fun about Yoshi, is that he would manipulate himself to match his surroundings. So like in the ghost mansion, he was like shaking in fear. And then like in the ice worlds, he was like ice skating through the level.
Or he'd turn into like have the little wheels.
Oh yeah, the little rolly wheels when he was
Yeah.
running really fast. Not to mention, and this is really part of gameplay too, is every now and then you got to do like a transform section.
The like little carnival door.
Heart. Yeah. And there was always something a little bit different. They had the umbrella, which I didn't like. They had the little race car, or maybe it was just a motorcycle.
Yeah, motorcycle.
They had
I can't think of any.
a helicopter, which is pretty standard for Yoshi. They almost always have a helicopter. But they were all just, changing up the game without it being a whole lot different. And they were small sections. It wasn't all the time. It was just like 1 or 2 levels per world. And it just, I don't know, it just added to the fun of it.
Most of the levels were pretty easy to play.
It's collecting stuff that was hard.
Yeah, but I mean, they were still fun to replay to try and collect everything.
Right.
Like there was very few that got very frustrating and repetitive.
Yeah. But there were a few.
There were a few.
My biggest complaint, at least right now that we're done, and we played that one special level. Each world has one special level after you collect all the flowers, and the special level is, I think, just way more challenging than the rest of the game. And the special level that we played today, you had to it was like a big puzzle. And each room had its own specialty puzzle that you had to do that you had to perform in order to get it to work right.
To get the key.
Right, to get the key. So the first one you had to shoot the turtle shell and time everything right to get the key. The second one you had to push that little spiky guy just right to get the key. And then the third one, and we didn't finish this level because of the third one, you had to have one of those little
gophers?
Yeah, the gophers follow you around. And he would kind of fall off of stuff, or he was really easy to kill. And it just made it so difficult, especially with the two of us trying to play. And that was one of the downfalls that I had for this game, is that
the co-op is really hard on some of the levels.
It is, yeah. It definitely, some of these levels were built for one player.
Yeah.
And there were a few of them that it was okay, one of us has to drop out just to be able to play this level. And you can't do that mid-level. You have to completely back out and then start the whole level over again. Even though, that specialty level, it was really just the gopher part that was difficult for the two of us to be together. But you couldn't just drop out, so we would either have to both back out and play just one player throughout the whole thing, or do what we can to manipulate the situation to make it, one player-esque, which didn't turn out very well.
No.
So, yeah, we ended up not beating that level.
Yeah,
But again, it was a specialty level. It wasn't a main series level.
Yeah, my other complaint about the co-op thing was, if you are off screen and you go into the egg and you lose all your stuff, your yarn balls. And
yep. Now, some of the benefits to the co-op thing is that you almost have 2 lives.
Yeah.
So, if one person dies, makes a stupid mistake and dies, they have that, while the other person's still alive, you can keep going. And the other, the person who dies just goes into an egg and then comes back, and it's no big deal. There's no, live counter. It's just you keep playing until you beat it. If, that means one person dies, but the other one keeps going, or if you have to start back at a save, a checkpoint. What else? What else didn't you like about gameplay?
That's all I have. Just the co-op stuff.
Part of the problem that I had was the button layout. Not that the button layout was bad necessarily, but there's a lot to it. So, even if you have 2 or 3 days between playing, picking the game back up after playing after not playing for a few days, it's kind of difficult to get back into the swing of things and relearning where all the buttons are. And I don't know how many times I put you in an egg because the button that I normally use to run in every Mario level, I would eat you. And it was so frustrating.
Because I would lose all my yarn balls.
Yeah, I know. And the only way to get you back out is to shoot you, and then who knows where you're going to go. Oh, I mean, again, it's fun to play, but there are a few aspects of it that are kind of difficult over others. But if you're playing it pretty repetitive and you're, sticking to it, you get used to it and it's not too bad. But that was one of my bigger complaints, was that the buttons were challenging to remember. So let's move on to music.
I gave it an 8.
I also gave it an 8. It's one of those things that Yoshi games have always really had, the few that we've played, have always had that feel about them. Like Yoshi games have a different melody tone to the games than the Mario series does. It's a little more airy, a little more whimsical and fun, where the Mario games are a little more intense, I guess, a little more cartoony. I don't know. But I really like the Yoshi soundtrack in general, but then this game just adds more of a soothing element to it.
Yeah.
And it really matches the tone of the overall game.
Yeah.
Yeah, you agree?
Yeah, I do agree. Each level had a really good song to match the feel of the level.
Right. And the boss music was, intense like boss music is. There are moments where, like in the Baby Bowser, the final castle, where after you activate all the statues and the music just cuts out, kind of building that suspense, like you're going to go into the final boss here,
Yeah.
It was a little bit repetitive.
I didn't feel like it was.
You didn't feel like it was? I think just the levels were so long that it just seemed like I kept hearing the same melodies over again. But I mean, not much. None of them were memorable either.
True.
The only one that I can really think of is that one, the Overworld song, where that one will get stuck in my head for days. Not bad. Pretty fun. It definitely fits the feel of that Woolly World. They blended that feeling really well together with the music.
Yeah.
So overall, I gave it an 8 out of 10. Again, fun game, easy to pick up and just play, even if the buttons are a little challenging at first. But
I gave it an 8 also. And yeah, it took us how many?
Yeah, it's taken us how many years, but every time we pick it up and play, it's fun.
Yeah.
We never, usually when we stop playing, it's because a level is being weird or we're getting tired or something and, we have to stop. But, it's not like...
Yeah, part of my problem was the controllers. The WiiU controllers.
Oh, yeah.
They hurt my thumb.
Yeah, they kind of were hurting mine, too. But playing it with the gamepad didn't really work because the gamepad is just way too big. So yeah, that was kind of tough. But I mean, overall, it's a fun game. It's fun to just play on and off as long as you're not putting too much time between your gameplays. I swear it looks like it says lots of stuffed broccoli. Oh, there's a lot of stuff to collect.
Yeah.
It adds to the replay value of the game.
Yeah.
Even though we've beat the game, there's still so much more that we could, collect and actually 100% this game if we wanted to. There are a few levels that I don't think we could if we wanted to.
I think the only thing I would want to do is finish the Yoshis, just to see all the different Yoshis.
Yeah, and that was part of the fun of it. Each level had a different Yoshi that you could collect all the yarn for. And you could rotate those styles around. If you wanted to play with a different color Yoshi, you could, as long as you've unlocked it. But what was neat is those Yoshis kind of matched that level in some way. You know, the one where you play with the dog. And then you get the Yoshi that kind of has that dog look.
Yeah.
You know, you get the one that has the flying Koopa in the cloud guy. And then your Yoshi at the end of that level is that, you know, style. It's fun to see what you end up getting.
Yeah.
I wonder if we didn't get the one for the Bowser Castle, but I wonder if it was Baby Bowser.
Probably.
Because the colors kind of look like it. I think we were missing like a green one. That was my guess. So anything else you want to add for overall?
It was really, really cute.
It's worth playing just for the cuteness.
Yeah.
I can't even tell you how many times that we were just in awe. I mean, literally like, oh, look at what they did. And if you pay attention to the stuff in the background, you know, everything's just so being made creative.
Of
yarn or something in that, you know, a textile of some sort.
A textile, that's the word.
Yeah. I mean, they had the cotton, the like pulled cotton for the clouds.
Oh yeah, and like when the bombs explode and they're like the little
like cotton stringy.
Oh my goodness.
Just, it's so clever how they use some of this stuff. It's so neat.
It's really good.
So go out and pick yourself up a copy if you haven't already. My final score was a 40 out of 50. What was yours?
36.
36. So that's a 76 out of 100. So that's a good C.
Yeah.
I think it deserved a little bit better, but I mean the scores land where they're at, so no complaints. Yeah, so I guess that's it. You want to talk about our thrift shop game?
Sure, Busy Scissors.
Busy Scissors, yeah. We picked this game up. You were saying maybe in Florida?
I think so. Either Florida or Georgia. It was on one of our trips.
Yeah. Definitely picked it up at a thrift shop somewhere along the way.
Yep. I remember.
It
was the one that was like inside the church place.
Oh yeah, I totally remember that one.
And it had a little case on the side.
And then that place in the nook around the corner where all those games were.
Yep.
I could have said that. That matches pretty much every description of a thrift shop ever. No, I'm sure that we didn't pay more than $5 for it.
Oh no, I think it was only like 2 or 3.
Yeah. It's for the Wii.
Yep.
And they tried to kind of utilize the Wii remote for all the actions. But I mean, we only played it for about a half hour to 45 minutes tops. And it was already getting super repetitive. Some of the motions that you gotta do, you gotta wash the hair, then you have to blow dry the hair, then you gotta cut the hair, and then you gotta straighten the hair or something, and then you gotta put texturizer in the hair,
and then get paid $300 for doing all this.
Or it was like that first guy, Lorenzo, who he gave us $200 for just shampooing his hair. We shampooed and dried it, and that was it.
And then the one that I did, where I got paid $17 for doing everything.
She did not like you at all. Maybe it was that small talk.
Yeah, I was kind of mean.
Yeah, if you guys want to check out our gameplay for this, you can find it over on our YouTube channel. Again, go over there and subscribe. It really would be awesome if you want to check out what we got going on. I wouldn't say Busy Scissors would be one that you should run out and pick up.
No, I mean it's a typical kid.
Yeah, it really is. It's really like a bunch of mini games.
Yeah, it's supposed to have 20 mini games.
Oh, really?
But we couldn't play them because we had to start with story mode.
Right, yeah. And it's only one player, which was kind of sad. I wanted to do a cutoff. I don't know.
I was just gonna say.
Oh, so yeah, that's it for this episode. Super short today. But again, next month we're definitely going to be reviewing Final Fantasy III. Even if I have to pull Kaylie aside and walk her through this game, she's gonna finish it.
Isn't she almost done?
She is. She's really close to being finished. So.
Like, if you would have had, like, 2 more days, 3 more days.
No, more like another week. I think she would have been able to beat it, but it's all good. I'm glad that we got to finish this game. I really wanted to play it and get it done.
I'm happy.
Yeah, and now we're out of reserve games, so I don't know what we're gonna do if Kaylie still hasn't finished this by the end of the month. I trust that she will. So look forward to that next month. If you are also playing Final Fantasy III, good luck with the final boss. I didn't have too many problems with it, but yeah, it's all good. We will catch you guys next month. And yeah, check out our website and our Facebook if you want to see the 30 days of 30 games in 30 days.
Yeah, I think I'll do Instagram and Facebook. I really need to link Instagram to Twitter too.
Oh yeah, I think I did on my phone, but you might not have.
Yeah, I haven't.
So yeah, check us out on all of our social media accounts. You'll be seeing all that popping up hopefully today. Check it out right now. And yeah, we will catch you guys next time.
Bye.